Long ago, before the rise of the kingdoms we know today, there was a mighty empire called Serandor. It was a place of breathtaking beauty and terrifying strength, nestled between three sacred rivers and guarded by towering black mountains. For over 200 years, Serandor had never known defeat. Its queen, Valmyra, the Crimson Queen, was both feared and admired. She ruled with an iron will and a sharp mind, commanding an army that was the envy of the world. Her soldiers rode mighty war elephants and wielded swords kissed by ancient magic. But power always breeds envy. From the harsh, scorched plains beyond the mountains, a new challenger emerged, King Dareth of the Iron Sun. Once a slave, he had risen to unite fierce tribes under his banner with one burning goal: to shatter Serandor's reign and claim its glory for himself. His army was vast, fierce, and relentless. Among them was a creature from forgotten times, a thunder serpent that breathed fire and destruction, swallowing entire battalions in its fury. The air grew heavy with tension as Dareth's forces crossed the Scorch Pass, marching toward Serandor's gates. Queen Valmyra's court whispered of doom, but the queen herself was calm. These shadowy fighters, each marked by a god of war, were her secret weapon. With swift horses and deadly blades, they prepared to face the coming storm. The two armies clashed at Tharnak Gate, a fortress carved into the mountainside. For 39 days, the battle raged. The Thunder Serpent unleashed hellfire, reducing towers to ash. Giants hurled molten boulders that shattered walls and crushed men beneath their weight. Yet the defenders refused to surrender. Every step forward was paid in blood and sweat. Then on the 40th day, Queen Valmyra appeared herself, draped in crimson armor that shimmered like fire. Her eyes glowed with the power of her ancestors as she raised her arm to the heavens. Lightning split the sky, striking the Thunder Serpent down. The beast let out a terrible scream before falling, its death a signal for the Serandorians to strike back. Led by the 9 jackals, they tore into Dareth's camp, cutting down his soldiers with fierce determination. In the heart of the battle, Valmyra's fiercest jackal, Jakul, fought King Dareth himself and wounded him deeply. But victory came at a terrible cost. Dareth was captured, and before his execution, he cursed the queen and her people, warning that their pride would bring destruction. Valmyra laughed and silenced him, but that night, the earth itself seemed to rise against Serandor. The ground cracked open beneath the capital, swallowing the palace and the queen in flames and smoke. When the dust settled, the empire's heart was gone, nothing left but ruins and whispers. The Order of the 9 Jackals vanished into legend, and Serandor faded into the sands of time. Yet travelers in the desert still speak of a crimson figure watching over the ruins, her eyes burning with the same fierce pride that once built an empire. Some say she waits, waiting for war, for glory, or perhaps for the gods to forgive her hubris.